Welcome to another episode of the Hammer Down Sales and Productivity Podcast, where we're going to make you productive and not busy, addressing the needs of business owners and planting the seed for a secure future. Do you want your business to grow and prosper without sacrificing the freedom to live the lifestyle you want? Do you want to build a company that you can cash out and sell one day so you can retire comfortably or go after the next big idea? So ask yourself the following questions. Do I want to become far more successful and productive? Do I want to grow my business to the next level? Do I want a business to work for me or me to work for it? Do I want to develop a dominating team of employees? And do I want a business that is both fun and profitable? Remember, action, attitude, and approach. And we're here to help you with that. Welcome to another episode of the Hammer Down Sales and Productivity Podcast. Thanks for being here. Hey, do me a favor. If you like the show, please subscribe. We also have a feature where you can leave a voice message on what you think of the podcast, and we will include those in our episodes. Today's topic is mentors and people that you should look up to. Everybody has somebody they should look up to. And I do a lot of research on people that are successful just so I can kind of keep up with their trends and their mindset. And today's subject is going to be Elon Musk. Elon Musk's top 10 secrets to success. I was reading an article about that, and I started thinking, this guy's taken some serious risk, and he's got some serious vision and done some really amazing things, but he's still a human being. He still gets up and puts his pants on the same way that we do every day. He's an innovator, he's a disruptor, he's a game changer. And those are words that are synonymous with most uberly successful people. I mean, how else can you refer to the guy who founded PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla? I mean, Musk, another day in the office for him means launching a Tesla Roadster into orbit or completing his 50th SpaceX launch. Many of us can learn from the real-life Iron Man, whether we're hoping to be innovative, an entrepreneur, or an employee even. These are the top 10 things that Elon Musk says are his recipe for success. Number 1 is he reads to lead. Schooling may end, but self-education never has to. You don't know what you don't know. You realize there are all things out there who's got millions of books that they never read. While you and I read Goodnight Moon, Musk absorbed the entire encyclopedia. The trend has only continued as he's grown. Can you say the same about your reading habits? Consuming social media posts and articles isn't the same as reading a book. Get lost in books. That will expand your horizon and give you new insights. It's no surprise that the greatest learners in the world are the greatest earners in society. Number 2, don't spend all of your money on advertising. He doesn't waste his resources on advertising. Instead, he asks himself, will this activity result in a better product or service? If not, stop the effort. As a marketer, myself, this one pains me to hear, but I understand Musk's point. A top quality product will lead to lots of great word of mouth. Focus on that first and success will follow. You got to take risks before life gets in the way. The best time to be an entrepreneur is when you're young. As you get older, your obligations increase. As you get older, risk-taking also impacts your family and your children. Not to mention, you'll have much less time on your hands. Instead, take risks now when you're young, when you don't have all these other obligations or time commitments. Number 4, burn the midnight oil. Elon Musk is notorious for his work ethic. He often works up to 100 hours a week between his multiple companies. Nobody says you have to do the same, but remember, Elon, next time you feel exhausted, when you feel unmotivated, He's setting the pace for what it means to push yourself. If you're not doing the same, you may be sacrificing your own potential. You want to be creative instead of being a complainer. Most people complain about traffic. Elon doesn't. Instead of moaning about the problem, Musk searched for a solution. This resulted in the Boring Company, which seeks to decrease congestion by creating a tunnel system. Building the future for yourself is the best way to achieve the outcome you actually want. This was a lesson that helped Mike Hogan of Wolfie in the development of his company. Complaints are a sign that there is a problem to be solved. Paying attention to those complaints is a great way to find new ideas and ways to be innovative. You want to love your stakeholders and shareholders like their family. The best leaders, in my opinion, treat their customers and their coworkers like family. For example, I regularly express gratitude to my customers through Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It may seem like a small gesture, but people take notice. Many executives have learned that from this example, our most valuable assets are our people. If we take care of them, then they take care of us. What we do for our people is what we do for our customers. The wins for our employees create wins for your customers. The next time you step outside your corner office to build the cornerstones of your business through employees and customer relations, remember that. It goes a long way. Plan for success, but also prepare to fail. There's no crystal ball for success. Even Musk doesn't predict how Tesla Motors would turn out. If something is important enough, you should try to, even if its probable outcome is failure. If you care about something, you should put every effort into following your dreams. At the same time, be ready in case it doesn't work out. It's easier to recover from a failure if you already have a backup plan. Next, don't follow trends. Create them. Don't just follow the trend. The most successful companies focus on creating new and innovative ideas. They don't try to chase the competition. Going viral doesn't happen by accident. Stand out by focusing on what makes you unique instead of chasing all the others. Next, you want to build a feedback loop. There's always room for improvement. It's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could have done it better. I think that's the single best piece of advice I've heard. Constantly think about how you could do something better and keep questioning yourself. Don't be afraid of negative criticism. It often reveals key insights that you'd never discover on your own. Next, you want to find good in what you do. You don't have to be completely changing the way you do things to do good, but you should always try to provide real value. If you make something that has high value to people, and frankly, even if it's something simple, like a game or a process or a procedure, improving photo sharing or something, if it's small amount of good for a large number of people, it may catch on. Stuff doesn't need to change the world just to be good. Look for a positive cause in the work that you do, no matter how small. It will help you be more motivated. No matter what your goals are in life, adopting the habits and mindsets of people like Elon Musk will help you get there. Success will follow in some way, shape, or form. And the extra effort that you make today will have a big impact tomorrow. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Hammer Down on Productivity and Sales podcast with me, Wayne Weathersby. If you liked it, please subscribe today on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you would, take a second and give us a rating or leave us a message. It would be greatly appreciated.